Charity of the Week. Please tell us your name and charity.
My name's Martin Katz, and the charity I'm representing is Soundcheck Charity, which is charity number 1259, registered here on the Isle of Man.
How did the charity start and what is its purpose?
Soundcheck Charity was established when the responsibility for operating the Soundcheck Project was transferred from the Isle of Man Youth Service in 2018. So our purpose was originally to support the island's young people in musical activities here on the island, and of course we still do that. And musical activities include, as well as playing music, it also includes things like sound engineering and production, as well as actually performing. In 2021, we merged our operations with the Youth Arts Charity, so now our remit is even broader than it was before. So as well as music, our charitable objects allow us to support art and culture more generally. So dance, art, theatre, in fact any creative endeavour which happens here on the island and benefits the people of the island is included.
Tell us about your team.
Well, we have a fantastic team. They know the local music and arts scene incredibly well, which really helps us to make sure that our charitable funds are allocated as efficiently as possible to those who will benefit the most. Our chairman is Peter Young. Peter runs a successful events management company here on the island. Dr. Chloe Woolley. Chloe Woolley is our secretary. Chloe, probably a lot of people will know Chloe, is also the Manx Music Development Officer at Culture Vannin. Fiona Huller, she's now retired, but was head of youth arts here on the island for many, many years. Henry Butler, Henry's another one of our trustees. Henry's in his early 20s, so he's the youngest of our team. He's an ICU nurse at Nobles, a keen guitarist, and also a former student of the Soundcheck Project. And it's great having him around because he can help us sort of keep current with what the young kids are into now. Christy, of course, needs no introduction. Christy DeHaven, star of Manx Radio, local celebrity, and a noted local music producer of the Backroom Sessions. And finally, myself as the treasurer. I've no musical credentials, although I do own a guitar that I can't play. But I do love to listen to people who can. And I really hope that the Soundcheck Charity can contribute, to help contribute to there being more people in the future who can play by encouraging our young people here on the island.
Who is the charity for?
We're for the island. I say that because I think that encouraging people to get involved in music, art and culture is good for our society and good for the island as a whole, as well as for the individuals who are partaking in it. In practice, we tend to focus on encouraging young people, but our charitable objects actually don't restrict us to that.
Which other organisations do you work with?
We tend to have relationships with the organisations that our trustees are connected with. The Soundcheck Project at Kensington Arts has done an amazing job over the years and continues to do so. That has quite high visibility in the community, so it helps us to make relationships and partnerships with the people that we need to, both within the private and public sectors.
What are your main goals?
The main goals really are to support art, music and culture here on the island, especially at the grassroots level. We think this is good for the participants, but also good for the island as a whole.
How do you see the charity developing over the next 5 years?
Over the next few years, we hope to build even closer relationships with our funding partners. Many of these are corporates, but we also hope to continue to build relationships with organisations that run events and can help us deliver on our objectives, which are, as I mentioned before, are essentially the support of music, art and culture here on the Isle of Man.
How is the charity funded?
Soundcheck Charity is funded by a mixture of corporate donations and also from very generous donations from the public. And of course, we're very, very grateful for everybody who supports us.
How can people support you?
The obvious answer is to support us with donations. And of course, that will always be welcome. But in reality, we also need help with identifying suitable projects to fund. Our goal is to aid personal development of people through art, music and culture, and also to enrich the cultural life here on the island for everyone who lives here. So supporting the people who facilitate this is central to that. We just want to see more people putting on interesting events here locally, basically, to enrich the life here.
Where can people find out more?
Well, the best place to start is on our website, which is www.soundcheckcharity.im, but you'll also find us on Facebook, of course. If you want to make an application for support, you can find that on the website too, which is at www.soundcheckcharity.im/get help.
The Charity of the Week. Profile complete.